Hey guys, welcome to SoundPure. I'm Barry, and this video looking at Metro drums. This particular one is a 7.5 by 13 brown box gloss block snare drum. So for 20 years now, Paul Worry of the Metro Drum Company has been creating some of Australia's finest handcrafted instruments, using woods mostly indigenous to Australia, creating some sonic results and possibilities that we just don't find here domestically in the US. For most of us here in the US, we're relegated to the kind of birch, maple, and mahogany. Most of the woods that Mr. Worry is using is north of 20% harder, sometimes over 100% harder. So again, just being able to be inspired by these tone woods in a different way just creates this option afforded to us in a way that no others can. So for a long time, block drums have been kind of one of the go-to staples for touring and studio guys alike. So block drums are basically built similar to a conga style. Start with blocks of wood, as one would suppose, and that are 1 to 2 inches thick, depending on how you want the interior of the shell to land. This particular one being 1/2 inch thick, what he's done here is created a bunch of blocks, and then they're glued together and then put into form, and then eventually routed into shape. So again, at a 1/2 inch shell wall, most of the ply drums here in the US are roughly about 1/4 of an inch thick. This one being at 1/2 inch or twice the thickness, and then you add the complexity and the hardness of the brown box itself. Now you have some interesting sonic results that weren't possible before. So with the block construction, it affords the builder some opportunities to use some woods that we don't typically use. So again, what you're going to find in most instances that the blocks are going to have harder woods. So again, with the brown box, this just puts it roughly 30 to 35% harder than maple, just creating some very, very interesting results. And with the 7.5 inch shell depth, again, just allowing a little bit more girth and a little bit more for you guys that want to kind of ratchet up on this drum, just creates a fuller body note, especially even at that higher registry. So this is an 8-lug drum, roughly the equivalent to, say, like a 10-lug 14. It's giving you a really nice even stretch in the drum head, just allowing you to get to your sweet spot at a very granular level. He's outfitted this drum with stick saver hoops and then ABS washers here, so there's no metal contact. This particular drum has also got the Dinette 3-position strainer system. So for you guys that like multiple snare sensitivity settings, this allows you to do that with the flip of the knob here without really having to adjust your dial setting. He's added the quick release butt plate here, so for just kind of allowing you to keep in memory that snare sensitivity setting, so the events you have to change heads, you don't have to torch your settings, and it allows you to kind of get back up and running without too much fuss. This drum ships with Remo heads. You've got an Ambassador X coated on top, and then a snare side Ambassador bottom, and then 20-strand wires. This drum is available in our Try Before You Buy program. It's a hassle-free way to get this drum in your own hands and really appreciate and understand the nuances of this instrument at your own pace. I'm going to run this drum through a couple different tuning examples to kind of give you an idea what it's capable of. Be right back. So that was the 7.5 by 14 brown box block drum from Metro. The blocks have been one of my favorite drums for many years. The sonic possibilities afforded to you are just absolutely incredible. I'm a rock drummer by nature, so I do love that thicker shell wall, but for you more dynamic guys, you're gonna love the focus that this particular shell provides. That half-inch shell wall and that vertical construction just allows just a kind of a more focused note. So again, you know, for whether you use this in a live situation, you're gonna get more projection. For you guys that are more dynamic in a, say, maybe session style situation, you're gonna get more focus. Just really, with the 45-degree edges here on the shallower beds, it's just a very articulate and sensitive drum. Keep in mind that we're always looking for quality trades as well, so if you find yourself not using something, give us a call, we'll get you traded out. And if you like the video, please subscribe below, and don't forget to follow us on social media. You can stay up to date with the latest arrivals as well as current news. Thanks for watching.